So, there's a champion called Aurelion Sol, and I don't talk about him enough. The reason why I don't is because his acquisition was fairly difficult. It's time gated. You had to be able to beat a certain number of monthly challenges every month, but since the release of the Glory store, that's become a little bit easier. It does still cost glory to unlock Aurelion Sol, but it's a lot easier to acquire that glory now. It's still time gated, so you might, I think in the first month, I think you probably can't get him higher than 1 star, not even sure you can get him to 1 star. And then you would need month 2 to get to 2 star, and then I think month 3 to get to 3 star. But Aurelion Sol exists, and he is the best Targon champion, one of the best champions in the game. And I think it's actually kind of a disservice that I never talk about him, so let's do that today. So Aurelion Sol is kind of like a special champion that was released. He was the first 4-star, kind of the only 4-star champion even still. And what he does is 1 star is Astral Radiance. When you play a created card, reduce the cost of allied champions everywhere by 1. When you play a champion, level them up. You're welcome. Cosmic Creator, plus 1 starting mana. I graciously bestow a rare or epic item upon all your created cards. And Astral Radiance 2, when you play a created card, reduce the cost of allied champions everywhere by 2. When you play a champion, level them up. You're welcome. And of course we have his 4-star, which is Breath of the Light. When you play a unit, double its stats. If it's Aurelion Sol, the skies descend upon all your pathetic enemies. So this does 15 damage to all enemies. It is still blocked by Spell Shield. But Aurelion Sol, one of the best champions in the game, like I said, and capable of, beating any adventure. If you're struggling with like weekly nightmares, all you need is Aurelion Sol and you win. So yeah, like I said, not talking about him and not using him is kind of a disservice, but I am trying to generally use champions that you always have access to versus champions where you don't. But you can buy his shards in the Glorious store for 20 glory, which is insane. It's a very good deal. So I'm going to go buy some shards right now. I'm going to get him up to 3 stars, and then I'm going to show what that looks like. I have a video with him at 2 stars. It was an adventure that needed a Demacia and a Targon win, and I used Morgana for the Demacia win, and then Aurelion Sol for the Targon win. But generally speaking, like I said, I don't use him because you might not have him at 3 stars, and yeah, that's mostly the reason why. Also, his last star costs 100, so he's a little bit more expensive than other champions, but if you have him, he's totally fine. For your relic build, he actually works best with pay-to-win relics, so Starforged Gauntlets, which just gives you +1 mana, and you can find level 2 champions when you invoke or manifest. And then you also want anything that creates a card, so like Perfect Hex Score is really good, and I like Siren's Call because it creates a champion. And then you can usually play that at the start and win the game automatically, more or less. Another thing you can do if you're using rare relics is use something that creates cards, so something like Guardian's Trinket would be fine. You could do that, or you can use like Crown Guard Inheritance, so when you play him you can just automatically attack. So those are options as well. Troll King's Crown will make it so you have Overwhelm, and so you can just attack, but usually as soon as you get Aurelion Sol on the board, things are fine anyway, and it's not overly important what you do after that point. So I'm just going to toss on 3 Guardian Trinkets, and we're going to do the Fiddlesticks adventure, because I think it's probably the hardest adventure that exists. So it'll be a good showcase. For a power, you want to take anything that creates cards, or, as always, anything that gives you mana is really good. So I'm just gonna roll through, see if we find something created. We don't. I want counterfeit copies specifically because it's the Fiddlesticks adventure. Okay, our game is locked up. Because that'll make it so that we have cards in our deck when Fiddlesticks appears, so that we don't just get decked out. It's also a created card, which is, like I said, extremely powerful. One thing with Guardian Trinket is you can actually check which champions you have in your starting deck. So we have Master Yi, Aphelios, and Janna. Yeah. So if you wanted to like reroll for Katarina or something, you could do that. It's a thing you could do. I'm not sure it's a thing you should do, but you could. There's a lot of sport champions, and I'm not sure you want to go through all of them. So when we play a created card, what is going to happen is we're going to reduce the cost of our champions, which means we can just drop our champion. When they drop, they level up. We're going to drop Aphelios as well here, and we'll take Severum. You note that all the created cards do have rare or epic items on them, so this one picked up Hero's Horn. And then basically what you're trying to do is just go until you can win the game, and whenever you play a created card, you're reducing the cost of Aurelion Sol, so ideally he should be on the board by, if you're using if you're using pay-to-win relics, he'll be on the board round 1, and if you're not, ideally he should be on the board by round 2. So here we're going to play counterfeit copies. We'll just counterfeit Aurelion. That gives us access to Sky's Descend, and we can play Severum here. And now he costs 2. We're going to get attacked, so we have to block, except we can't block. Fine, our Aphelios will give us life, and I kind of don't want to play Aurelion until next round because of the Shadow Totem, but we'll just do it anyway, it's fine. When you drop Aurelion, you create a Celestial card in hand. Something like Supernova is very good, it also costs 0. I like the Scourge, I think is maybe the best one, but yeah, so take cards, and we'll add Severum so that we can finish off the Nexus here, and then we're going to Supernova just to get rid of our units, and then attack. I only did 30, oops, my bad. I had the ability to do more than that, and I didn't. That was a little bit of a mistake, but our opponent dies anyway for some reason that I can't really pinpoint right now. So with Aurelion Sol you can draft into champions. That's fine. I don't know. Yeah, things that create cards are probably more what you want, but I'm just gonna take War Mother's Call here. I don't think it matters too much. Sonic Wave creates cards, it also has draw a champion on it, so I'm pretty fine with Lee Sin here. And we go through Vicious Mockery. One of the things is, like, I'm not running with the 4-star right now. If you do have the 4-star, when you drop Aurelion Sol, you also clear the board, which is very strong, obviously. And again, we have our create a card. We'll create more Aurelion Sols. We can drop Master Yi for free, although shouldn't have because they're going to drop more things and it's going to gloom. So that was a little bit of a mistake there. It's fine. You can play Janna here with Updraft, and we'll also drop Aphelios with Severum again. Just in case we take damage, we want to be able to heal it back up. And she does have elusive, so that's a free attack. And I'm gonna actually Severum just to reduce the cost of Aurelion Sol here. And we'll take Gravitum, which we can play next round to stun. And we'll play Eye of the Storm because it's free. No other reason. And we could take another Gravitum if we get the chance to stun the opponent's units. We'll do that. And we just attack here. This also has Summoning Beacon on it this time. One fun part about Aurelion Sol is that you kind of have different things happening every game because you get different items on your things. But, I mean, overall it's going to feel kind of samey, which is also part of why I don't play it very much. You're just like, play, drop Aurelion Sol, auto-win the game. I shouldn't have taken Cosmic Rays, that actually doesn't do anything because none of these have 3 or less power. So yeah, that wasn't great. We can take the Scourge here. Like I said, the Scourge is one of my favorites. Scourge does this thing where it gives everything +2, and Overwhelm, which is usually enough to win the game. We're going to play a gem here, and we're going to drop the Immortal Fire. Now we're going to attack. Bit of attack to Scout first, but it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, that's kind of the idea, and you can look at the amount of units I'm dropping every round. It's pretty high. This creates a card, so we're taking it. At the healer, we want to cut a card. Mountain Goat's kind of bad. Starry Scamp is also kind of bad. And Wounded White Flame, also bad. So I try to get rid of those. And yeah, the idea is just play as much Aurelion Sol as possible. And you win the game. I paused for a minute. I have no idea what we were talking about. But, same as before, we're going to play our counterfeit copies, play Master Yi for free. He's going to get assaulted. And we're going to play Would You style here. And meditate. This won't save his life, but it will reduce the cost of our other champions. Assuming that we draw our other champions. Which is actually helped by our Sonic Wave, so we're going to Sonic Wave here. We got another Master Yi, which is actually probably the most unfortunate thing that could have happened. This guy is dead. Drop new Master Yi. Still need to draw your champion. I think we'll save that for next round. And we're going to Resonating Strike, make a unit to block here. Play the Clock Hand. They get Rally, so we're probably dead. I'm gonna try to random my way into a win. And we burnt a champion because our hand is over full. Real unfortunate stuff. Do draw Phelios though, and they kind of make a mistake. Not sure counterfeiting Phelios makes sense. We'll take Severum. This guy dies, he'll release a unit. I'm not sure I want that, but also don't want to take 15 damage when I'm going to get attacked again next round, so choices. And counterfeit Severum, mostly because I need to keep Aphelios alive, and can't attack back right now. Just need a little bit more mana. Play Tellstones. Can take her some theater here. And actually, unfortunately, I got him over what he needed to be to play Gruesome Theater, so that was a mistake. Will kill their unit, but could have gone better. Yeah, we block. Their other units are unfortunately going to get released, and we're still just over full on our hand. And we still haven't drawn our champions. We watched the Shurima movie. And then I guess we attack. Another Master Yi, can't get rid of him. Apparently I counterfeited him, and that was my problem. Play the General's Palace. And we can drop Master Yi here. Losing 2 units is fine. Solari Priestess you can use to create a card. If you need to create a card. And we're gonna Sonic Wave again. Don't counterfeit your Master Yi, that is my advice. If I play this, they're gonna play the list. If I don't, they'll probably play the list on Nasus, which would be good for me. But we're also gonna just try to remove their units here. And we'll drop Rally. Attack and win the game. So, I made some mistakes there. I didn't draw my Aurelion Sol, but still it was overall fine. I don't know why I copied Master Yi, that was a mistake. That was never going to be a good plan. I'll take Viego, Viego's pretty good, his level up is incredible. Slow but steady. We'll double Sky's Descend, and we'll take Rummage here as well, just so we can get through more cards. And having more cards actually doesn't hurt us very much because of the Fiddlesticks thing. Get rid of Starry Scamp and go into Elise. Celestial Wonder is great. Draw Champion's good. Master Yi is bad, but it's fine. Going to counterfeit Aurelion. We're gonna drop Master Yi. I think we just pass and hold our spell mana here. Could double stun now, we're gonna want to do it later anyway. And we're gonna counterfeit Star Shaping. And we're gonna pass. And we're gonna pass. And we're gonna take a huge amount of damage. I don't think Tellstones is gonna accelerate my game plan. I can play Aurelion now, so may as well. And we'll take Living Legends, gives you a choice of like any card, so it's never a bad pick. And then we're gonna counterfeit Living Legends, and then we're gonna play Living Legends. And then we have all sorts of options, so we can play the Warrior, play the Destroyer, play the Messenger. That's not what I want to do. Play the Messenger again. They get a Spider. We could take Ridden by the Stars. Use Cosmic Inspiration because of Slow but Steady, it plays twice. Use Ridden by the Stars, taking Tiana to attack next round or 2 rounds from now. And then we're going to Sky's Descend, clearing off their board. We can also Star Shaping here to heal up a little bit, which hopefully won't be necessary. And we're going to drop our Great Beyond. Attack, pull, win game. So that Sky's Ascend that we played would just play naturally if we had the 4-star. I'm trying to re-roll here to actually get to Aurelion Sol. And then put anything on him, so Deathless is fine, I guess. And for a power, I'm going to take extra mana gem. And I'm going to go through Survive the Night. I think it's fine. Keep the Celestial Wonder. Maybe keep Viego. And I counterfeit copies on Aphelios. You just need to play it on something. Drop Master Yi. Drop Aphelios. Take Severum. Let's block here. Drop another Master Yi. Could attack. Probably will. Use Severum, take Infernum. Infernum has cost reduction on it, so we can just play it now. Infernum on Master Yi. We're already going to get plenty of life back from Aphelios, and Master Yi should be able to kill a unit on attack this way. Can also drop Viego, because he's leveled. Let me just attack with everything. Alright, we can't damage the Nexus, so I didn't get any life out of that. My bad. It's fine. Pass the attack, Celestial Wonder. And we can get rid of Cursed Keeper if we want. It does make a bigger unit, which is a little bit scarier, but should be fine. We only have to survive one more round. And we're going to play a Spacey Sketcher. Little Moon Sliver. Anything. We get Aurelion Sol, put him on the board. Cosmic Rays is never going to help. Take the Scourge. And we pass. We steal their lifesteal unit and we attack with it. I think we want to sever him first though. And we'll do it on the Scourge so that we can challenge as well. We're going to stun their Overwhelm unit. And we're going to pull like this. Oh, this guy's not going to heal, so there's no point in attacking with him. And we're going to Equinox. And round they lose, we're at a decent amount of life. And take Tellstones, as it creates a card. Overwhelm is fine. Then we'll go into Creeping Hatred. Birds might have been easier. Probably were easier. Actually kind of okay keeping all of these. We'll see what we get. So, gonna counterfeit. Not Viego. Probably Spacey Sketcher. Just because we need to play the card. And we're gonna drop Master Yi. And we're gonna play Spacey Sketcher. I think I'm gonna keep the Emperor's Guard because we can use it to draw champions, so we're gonna drop Tellstones here. And we'll take Present Strike, that'll let us defend next round. And then Mark of the Isles next round is probably fine. We can do some Master Yi stuff this round. We're only going to updraft one card because we want the created cards for later. And we can attack with everything because they're all elusive. That starting attack is a little unfortunate for me. A lot unfortunate for me, really. And we'll drop Spacey Sketcher. Probably dropping counterfeit copies here. And take Equinox. Gonna just silence one of them. Didn't double at all. Sad. Play Viego, we'll steal one of their units next round. And we'll draw into a champion. And we're gonna throw some cards away. We get a Felios, which means we have Severum, which means all of our problems are solved. And we're gonna get rid of one of their units every round. Drop Aurelion Sol. Taking Supernova. Should have counterfeited Aurelion before I dropped him. That's okay though. We're going to Supernova. Resolve. Severum on Lee Sin. Taking Infernum. This can make them discard cards. And we did draw Aurelion Sol even though we didn't counterfeit him. So lucky us. Play Sky's Descent, killing all their units. Although I probably should have left them with one so Lee Sin could hit him twice. Should have attacked with Lee Sin first. Also Aurelion Sol had Scout, so I should have attacked there with Scout. I did not. But we're nearly at full life again. So things are going okay. Just pass. I think they're out of mana, so Skies Descend. And we can pass again. Attack with these two. Lee Sin wants Challenger, so let's give it to him. It's not the one we want to challenge, this one is. No problems. I wouldn't normally suggest taking Guardian Trinket, I was just kind of showing what happens, how it works. This is for explanatory. Problem with Guardian Trinket is you are adding champions to your deck, which means you have a less chance of drawing into Aurelion Sol. So it is a created card though, so it is reducing the cost of your other cards. But yeah, I don't think it's a good take. Could potentially get rid of something like Shared Mana Flow for an Epic. I think that's fine. And we'll see what power we got in its place, which is Nature's Revenge. Not better. And again, you generally speaking don't want to cut your cards in Fiddlesticks, but I think we'll be okay. Get rid of the Mountain Goat. We do have counterfeit copies, so it should be roughly fine. Start with Aurelion Sol, we have Star Shaping, we have Celestial Wonder, and Tellstones. Tellstones has Farsight Alteration. We're going to get rid of it because we're going to draw into it anyway, and we're going to keep a Celestial Wonder to protect us for next round. I'm going to play Behold the Infinite first, see what we get. We could get like a Crescent Strike, and that would be good. We're going to counterfeit Aurelion, I think it's the best counterfeit option here. And we're going to play Janna, updrafting the second Aurelion, and Rummage. Play Aphelios to get our Severum. And we kind of just need to live next round, and I'm not too worried about it. They're just gonna pass. Fiddlesticks does come down. We lose all sorts of cards. It's fine. All of our champions get removed. Gonna counterfeit Aurelion. And we're going to stun the two strongest. And we take 19, can't do anything about that. Drop Aphelios, taking Severum again. And we can drop Aurelion Sol here, taking Living Legends. Our hand is kind of full, so it's not as good as it normally would be, because we're only going to be able to create one card out of it. We could hold it for later. I'm kind of curious what I'm going to get. Yeah, it's probably worth holding it for later. However, we can play the Skies Descend, because we had a bunch of copies of Aurelion Sol. And so now our board is clear. Could rummage as well, just to change what's in our hand. And Skies Descend again. Not that I'm afraid of a single unit, but it does terrify when they draw a card. They get a bunch of units back. They get another Fiddlesticks back, killing most of our units. We're going to counterfeit Viego. Actually, that was terrible. Don't counterfeit Viego. Then I'm going to drop Viego. I just picked the thing on the left. Picking thing on the left, not your best plan. I'm gonna sever them here so we can get our life back. Taking Infernum as well for Overwhelm, although we already have Overwhelm, so I don't actually need that. I'm gonna attack with Scout here, Scout double attack. And I think if my Skies Descend again, they can't do anything and I win. That guy basically can't be removed. Seems good. And that is Aurelion Sol. So, yeah, I don't talk about him a lot because he's very strong and somewhat time limited to acquire, and honestly games get kind of boring when you're playing him. But he is very strong, so like I said, I think it's a disservice not to talk about him at all when it is a very strong option, and if I'm recommending things to play, he should always be kind of at the top of those recommendations. So, just so you know, just to remind everyone, Aurelion Sol exists, and he's very powerful. And then if you wanted to see how he works with your pay-to-win epic relics, here is that, and then we'll go into the Titans of Runeterra, I guess. That's not where I want to be. Go Nightmares, Fiddlesticks. And then it really shouldn't matter what card we pick up here, or what power we pick up. Duplicate, sure, why not? I'm not going to do the whole run, I'm just going to show the beginning. So of course you want to reroll. Spacey Sketcher is an okay keep because he creates a card. And because of perfect hex score, we do get something to start the game with. Drop Wounded White Flame because it's terrible. Pick up Moon Silver on Aurelion Sol. Play hex score upgrade on anything. Drop your Behold the Infinite. Play Evelyn from Siren's Call. You'll always start with it. I'm actually one card short. That's unfortunate. X-Core upgrade again. Drop Aurelion Sol. Take Living Legends.
I'm the forger of stars.
Mind if I slip into something a little more painful?
clear the board from the 4-star, drop the Scourge, could Living Legends if you want, potentially could pull something with Rally on it. Don't find anything with Rally on it, but we'll drop a Destroyer anyway. And we pass. And wouldn't you know it, that's enough to win the game. See how much smoother that was? They just didn't have a board at all. They never got the opportunity to attack us. That kind of thing. Anyway, that is all for me. Hope that this helps. Aurelion Sol is very, very good. And, you know, even better with pay-to-win relics, which is kind of funny because he's like the strongest thing anyway. And then needing to add pay-to-win relics on him is just kind of silly. But it's fine. Searing Brilliance actually might be good on him too. Instead of like Siren's Call. Because you could pull Behold the Infinite. So that might be good. But yeah, so that's Aurelion Sol. Very good champion. I don't talk about him because he's actually too good and a little bit time limited. And if I were doing... The channel originally started where I was just doing weekly nightmares, and seeing me just play Aurelion into everything kind of got tedious, so... there are some videos of that if you want to check those out. Those are some of my earliest videos, so maybe not quite as quality as what you're used to. Anyway, that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.